accountability and belief. I think those two things sum up everything you need to know about being part of an organization that's trying to build a culture.
Every day you get to introduce a new football coach for your Division I football program, and especially not after a historic run.
We set the standard with accountability and belief. Those were our two terms, and now we're talking about pride and discipline and that's how we're going to elevate it. And you got to have pride in the program and in the university, and I think our guys do. I think they're very proud of the logo, of the brand that we're building here, and the type of football that we play. And then the discipline aspect of it, that's something that's going to help us get to where we need to be. And that's got to raise up around here, and I feel like our guys have really embraced that. So, those are some of the general things we talk about. We talk about alignment in our program, everybody moving in one direction. That's what tapping the rock is. Those statements and ideas have really been around here a long time, but we use words a little differently now in kind of the new coaching staff and new time we have in our program. But it's a lot about pride and discipline to get us to where we need to be, and that's what our guys are repeating, that's what our guys are believing in, and it's good to speak the same language. In terms of goals with camp, it's fundamentals and then kind of identifying what your identity is going to be as a unit, offense, defense, special teams, and then team-wide. And I think that we've really started to build that, and I'm starting to feel that kind of come together. It's a different team than 2018. So we got to be able to establish that identity now with this team, and I think we've done a good job of that. So leaving camp here in today, I feel like we're ready to move on to the next opponent, which is exciting for our guys. It really is. I mean, I love it. I think, and maybe not a lot of people, know kind of the ins and outs of day-to-day around here, but we like to have a little swagger, and we like to take the field and be competitive and have fun, and that's my style as well, and the staff style. We like to kind of be up against it, and now that there's expectations, that's exciting. And you got to back it up on the field. You got to do those things, but at the end of the day, you want that because that means you're a winning program. That means people want to try to take you out, and that means that at the end of the day, you got to hold up your end of the bargain.
So it's kind of a neat thing, but it's also motivation. It's like there are people that are going to say, when you play a game, hey, that kid's a preseason All-American. They're going to watch. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, that's always cool, having that recognition under your name. But, you got to play up to the part now. So.
How about the defense? You guys have the potential to be one of the best defenses in the history of the program this year. How do you gear up for that?
Just high intensity practices every day.
Let's go!
Making sure everybody is on their assignments. I feel like our bond together on and off the field is what keeps us together as a stronghold against a lot of these offenses. Our communication on the field, everything. So we just keep that up and keep going. We're gonna be good.
This defense pretty close.
Yeah, very close. Very close.
Too close. Too close.
We live with it. It's the defensive house.
We live with it. You guys, a lot of you live together?
Yeah.
5?
I basically live with the seniors. 6 of us, 7 of us.
6 live together? Us, yeah. Wow. Like who?
Well, I know last year some people moved out, but last year it was me, Alejandro, Kayon, Jaquan, Charles, Huff. I'm in Huff. I got you. We all lived together last year. So.
Yeah. I was at the guest.
Yeah.
I was at the guest visitor.
He was always at the house.
I was the guest visitor.
But I mean, it's important for you guys. You need that bond to be successful on the field.
Of course. It helps everything. The communication side, the whole mentality of being a black hole, the aggression and the style of, we ball up to the wall, all that kind of stuff. And just be able to understand what someone else is doing, not just because that's their job, it's a person, but knowing that it's just Taji. Taji's my woo, I know what he's doing. He goes my nose, I know what he's doing. He's my 3 check, I know exactly what he's doing. So that having that bond, I know what he's capable of, know what I'm capable of, puts more trust in it.
And it's better playing with people like real close with. Like, I'm more happy when Deshaun and Alejandro makes a play than when I make a play. Like, I'm way more excited for that.
You know, it's not the same team. There are some different players, there's a lot of returners, but we got to go do it again now, and that's a challenge because people are going to try to challenge the black hole, and luckily our guys are up for that challenge. You know, there's some tremendous competitors on that side of the ball, some really good players, excellent coaches, so I feel very confident. You know, our front four on the D-line are all back. Most of our linebackers are back. We have to replace Chef, which is a big deal, but we have some really good players there, you know, namely Deshaun Stevens. And then in the defensive backfield, everybody knows Manny, but we're improving there every single day, and we have a lot of depth. It's just about guys taking the field and getting a lot of playing time. So, you know, I love our defense. I think they're very competitive. You know, from an offensive standpoint, it's a challenge every single day, and I love our mentality. You know, it's a very competitive, it's high energy, and our guys are very in your face and aggressive, and that's what you want.
When you start a season with 3 All-Americans on the defensive side, how reassuring is that for you, or you know, again, for the team for stability?
Yeah, it's definitely reassuring. I mean, I think anytime you feel like you have good players who are good people, it helps you sleep at night a little bit. But I look at it like a new challenge, a new competition, and I want to challenge those guys. I know they're good players, and I love those guys. But at the end of the day, I want to like re-challenge them and re-energize them. And I feel like we do a good job in this program doing that. So it definitely makes you feel better to have good players, but I want to challenge them, make it hard. That's going to be a challenge. Our schedule is very, very difficult. We play a very challenging conference schedule, but our guys love football. I think we have a great staff here, and at the end of the day, we're competitors, and that's what we want to do. We're building this thing to be a major Division I college program. That takes time, but we're right on the cusp of that. And so to repeat success around here, it's going to take the entire organization to come together and do it. And that's exciting because at the end of the day, that's what we're doing. We're here to graduate. We're here to become great young men, and we're here to win some football games. And, you know, we're excited to get this thing going here in a couple weeks.